Guys, we're still in Canada and today in Halifax, Nova Scotia. There is a lot of history and good food that we would share with you. So let's get started. Halifax is the capital of Nova Scotia and the most important city of Canada in the Atlantic, and is considered one of the cities with the best quality of life. Halifax has a lot of stories to tell, and one of them is the one with a massive explosion. Here in Halifax, something horrible happened on December the 6th of 1917. There were two ships sailing around here, these waters, and one of them was a French ship full of explosives. The other one was called Imo. There was a regular ship sailing also around these waters, and both of the ships crashed. Now they generate a huge explosion that's considered the biggest explosion created by a man before the Hiroshima bomb. The explosion went around 1.5 kilometers around, killing 2,000 people, and thousands of them stay injured. So that's really part of the history here in Halifax. And you even have a museum called the Maritime Museum where you can go visit and see all the details of this story.
It's about to go down.
Fastest one to respond to this Halifax explosion were people from Boston. Until nowadays, for Christmas, to say thanks, Halifax is sending them a Christmas tree.
Hands up high. We're about to show you why they fear us.
We are 4 kilometers away from where the explosion happened. Now in front of us there is a church. They said that inside the church there is a relic. It's a piece of metal that came from the explosion and get stuck in one of the walls. Now there's a lot of theories. One of them says that it's a piece of a ship that came from the explosion, but that's 4 kilometers away. We don't think that it's believable. But the lady inside the church just told us that actually this is a relic that is from one of the windows, because all the windows shattered when the explosion happened. It's really interesting just to think that 4 kilometers away also it causes a lot of damage around. And also they told us that the explosion was heard until Prince Edward Island, and that is like just crazy just to think, just to imagine the sound of that explosion. It's crazy. Another story that Halifax has for us is related to another tragic accident called the Titanic. In 1912, the unsinkable ship sank, the Titanic. 1,500 people died. 705 were rescued, they were survivors. But from all of these 1,500 people, and this is a sad story, the bodies were not recovered at all, not completely. Most of them are buried at sea. Now Halifax, from here, ships were sent there to try to find the bodies, to try to help the people, and they recovered 306 bodies that right now they are buried here in Halifax in this cemetery. Now, Halifax and Canada took a lot of responsibility in the investigation, in the DNA studies of all the bodies to recognize them and everything. And it's really interesting to come to Halifax, to come to the cemetery and check the history, everything that happened to these bodies, how they came to Titanic, what happened in their lives.
It's about to get crazy. It's about to go.
In the movie Titanic, Leonardo DiCaprio was playing the character of Jack Dawson. Now, in a real cemetery, there is a J. Dawson, but it's a Joseph Dawson, and he was not a half good looking as Leonardo DiCaprio. However, after the movie, a lot of fans were coming to the grave, and they were leaving their love letters, flowers, pieces of clothes, teddy bears, and other things out of affection towards the character.
Now we're going for a beer in the brewery Garrison that is working since 1997 and is located by the famous Pier 21.
Give me some space, it's about to go down.
This place surprised us actually, and in a good way, because we paid 10 Canadian dollars, that is less than $7 US, for 5 samples of beer. Now it's 11 o'clock in the morning and it was Senia's idea to come here before eating anything, before going to lunch or anything. Come here to drink alcohol. But it's really nice place, it's fun. Senia really enjoy all the beers. We are in the farmer's market and we found these rolls, the lobster rolls. Lobster is very popular here in Nova Scotia. It's all about lobster, and the lobster rolls are something typical from here, and they are delicious. Because we have in mind to eat something else, we asked for just the mini roll that we didn't know how it looks like. It's so tiny, it's super small, and it's $10. Well, we cannot complain because here in Canada everything is overpriced. But well, this is Canada. Let's enjoy Canada. Now we have to try the popular dessert here in Halifax, the beaver's tail. And of course, locals recommend this one by the harbor.
Beaver tails are typical for this part of the world. The best thing is that the topping can be whatever you imagine. Not just the sweet things, but you can also put poutine on it.
Got away.
We couldn't finish the vlog without showing you one of the main attractions in Halifax, Peggys Cove, located in a very nice fishing village.
I will always find a way to love.
Guys, don't forget to subscribe, leave your comments below, give us a like, and until next week.
You, babe.